well, it's time to make more syrup. So I thought I'd show you my concoction. Some of you remember I purchased that for mixing syrup in, which had a pump, and pumped it back in and just mixed it. The pump wasn't working. It was seized up. I got it clean. It's still not turning very well, and I just didn't have any more time to waste on it. I tried putting a new pump on it. The pump wouldn't pump fast enough, so I grabbed what I had, and I had this sewage pump from Harbor Freight that I'd picked up with the coupon. It was under $100, and it's for another project, but it's like, it's what you got, use it. So it sits down inside and just circulates inside. It's not, it doesn't pump out. So I've got, the pipe just goes up and around to return it and blow it against the wall, and that seems to do a pretty good job of mixing it. It's got quite a lot of torque, and of course it isn't mounted in here, it's just setting in here, but it seems to set okay when it's twisted in this fashion. So the power kind of throws it back into this corner. See if I can get it plugged in here. Well, that didn't work. That cord unplugged. Oh, I see what's wrong. So it's got a float in it, and I'm only mixing 75 gallons this time, and it's not quite enough to float the switch. If you can see, the float in there is supposed to come up high enough to turn it on, so I'll have to get me a stick and pick that up, or a hook of some sort. Let me go find one. So that's what it needed, was that switch. Lift it up and tell it to kick on. And now you can see it just throws that water against the other wall. It does a pretty good job of mixing. Then I just gravity feed it out of there to feed the syrup, or in my barrels, or to fill my 5-gallon cans to pour in others. So now it's just a matter of pouring the sugar in. I'm gonna mix 300 pounds of sugar into 75 gallons of water. So it comes out to about a pound of sugar per quart to get a 1-to-1 mixture. The app that I'm using, Apiary Book, has a spot in it for a syrup calculator, so you can tell it how much you need to make and what concentration you're making. It tells you how much water and sugar to put in it, which is just kind of handy because the guy doesn't have to remember all that stuff. So anyhow, gonna mix up a bunch of syrup here and go get them fed because they're hungry. And as you can see, I have another load of old stuff on my truck, so got that to deal with, and the whole rest of the place needs reorganized again.